Morning, everyone. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation. So good to see you and have you here with me today. And happy Valentine's Day week. This is an exciting time for some of us and not so fun for others. Valentine's Day is definitely one of those um, created holidays that bring up all sorts of feelings for people. I remember my oldest, when they were in middle school, posted something on Facebook along the lines of, all the couples walk around Valentine's Day smiling, carrying flowers or chocolate, and all the single people show up the next day with their 50% off chocolate from Walgreens. So, anyway, whatever Valentine's Day means to you, it's definitely a nice signal for stopping and thinking about love and maybe relationships, but definitely love. And, that gives us an opportunity in our meditation time to tap into that space of love within us. Love is very soothing to the nervous system, it's very calming, it helps us to feel safe. And, we grow up looking at our parents for that love, looking at other people for that love, or maybe we feel like we didn't have anybody that provided that for us while we were growing up. Whatever your situation is, love is here. It is always here. And what we have to do for ourselves as adults and adults in this world is to find that loving space within ourselves. And no matter how much it can feel like, oh my gosh, I just can't bring that up right now, or, it's still there. One of the writers that I have loved and speakers over the years is Kristen Neff, who is a researcher. She's done a lot of research with others on self-compassion and how important self-compassion is. Tara Brach is another mindfulness teacher who I love. And she said one time that self-compassion is the new self-esteem. Self-compassion is the new self-esteem, because with self-esteem, we're always like, okay, I'm going to feel better about myself. I have to do something to feel better about myself. Whereas self-compassion is just being and being okay with where we are right now. And not that we don't want to grow or change or move, but that we are here right now supporting ourselves and being okay with where we're at. So what if we're not good at math? Here we are. So what if we're not good at football? Here we are. So what if we aren't good at art? Here we are. And we are the expression of person, of human being that we are. And it's a beautiful thing to be here and to be working with and expressing whatever we're doing in our lives. And that deserves some acknowledgement. So this week we have homework. We're going to be practicing today something that Kristen Neff talks about, and it's gentle, loving touch. Gentle, loving touch. And that is something we can do on our own. And what she found in her research is that touch releases endorphins in our bodies. It releases oxytocin. People find this with their partners, with their children, with their pets, that just having something that we're touching in a loving way that's soothing calms the nervous system. And so what she also said is that we can do that for ourselves with gentle, loving touch. And that is just touching someplace on ourself with loving kindness. And it's not just touching ourselves, because we can do that and we feel that, and that's no big deal. But gentle, loving touch is the addition of the intention of being loving. So there's an emotion that we release when we are working with that gentle, loving touch. So I invite you to just find a place that feels loving to you to touch. You know, we can, we're going to stay appropriate on this one for our time together today. And just, whether, it can feel kind of corny to give ourselves a hug sometimes, but if we're doing it with that gentle, loving intention, then it's a lot different. We're not just hugging ourselves just to be okay, but we're really doing that in a way of giving ourselves love. Or think about if you, as you touch your partner, sometimes putting your hand on their face, then do that for yourself. Do that for yourself and just feel that love that you're giving to yourself. And a lot of times in our meditation times and in my meditation time all by myself, I will put my hand right on my heart, right where my heart would be, and just feel that love center, feel that gentle, loving touch that stirs that feeling of love, stirs that centeredness, that calmness. Maybe it's even just holding your hand or caressing your hand or caressing your arm. Kristen F says that, this is something you can do when you're at work, when you're in a meeting or a waiting room, standing in line for something, where you can just gently put your hand on a place on your body with that intention of love, with the intention of love, just putting that thought, that intention into your mind body system with that action. So we're going to do that today. Just have a little time where we are giving that gentle, loving touch to ourselves, giving that loving intention to ourselves. And we're just going to magnify that this week, every day in our meditation practice time. So if you're not already comfortable, I invite you to just relax in your chair. Take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in peace and breathing out everything else. Letting go of the day right now. It will be there when we're done. Breathing in love, whatever that feels like to you. And breathing out everything else. Breathing in love. Breathing out everything else. We're going to start our time of gentle, loving touch by just placing our hands, palms down on our legs, on the top of your legs, with the intention of love. Just feel that love moving from your heart, through your arms, into your hands, and to your legs. And just notice for a few moments how your mind-body system responds to that. And if any other thoughts come up, return your attention to that loving connection of your hands on your legs. If it helps to have words go along with it, just say, I love you. I love you. I am loving you. I am here. I am here with you. And maybe as you notice that love flowing from your hands into your legs, you notice the warmth of that connection. Notice that. Notice what it feels like for your hands to give that love. And notice in your legs what it feels like to receive that love. And now let's move to our feet on the floor. As our feet are touching something, we just feel that loving intention. And it's okay if your feet aren't directly on the floor, just whatever they're touching, just feel that. Maybe you can move them so that your feet are touching each other or touching your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. Just feel that gentle, loving touch. And now let your arms cross around you, and it doesn't have to be a big bear hug, but just embracing yourself with that loving intention. My spiritual teacher, Jane Elizabeth Hart, has said so many times, if love is the answer, what is the question? We can get so wrapped up in expressions of love or loving this and not loving that, loving some people and not others, and just a lot of conditional love. But real love is that which calms our nervous system, that is so wise and can feel that loving vibration, that loving energy. And as you embrace yourself, feel that love that is beyond any condition. There's no shoulda, coulda, woulda to this love. There's no expectation. There's no requirement. It just is. I invite you to move your hands to your face. Just feel the texture of your face. Maybe it's soft, maybe you have whiskers and feel that. But let that touch be with the intention of love. You can try it with one hand, you can try it with both hands. Let that love flow. Feel the giving of the love in your hand and the receiving of it on your face. You can try different places. If your mind wanders, just let it return to feeling that intention of love, generating that intention, not forcefully, just letting that natural state of loving someone or something, a pet or a person or a baby. We can use those stand-ins if it's difficult to love ourselves. We can use those images of those others that we love to generate that love and give it to ourselves right now. Let your hand move to your heart space. Our heart space is that symbol of love, an energy center. And what a beautiful organ that represents this experience of love, one that pumps that energy out throughout our bodies, feeding every organ, every muscle, every cell, and coming back for more. Feel that love circulating throughout your body from that heart space, moving up, down, left, right, all around. And feel your breath moving in and out from your belly. Feel it also circulating that love. Let it fill the space all around you, beyond your body. This love circulates from your heart, circulates from your breath, filling the space all around you. You are this love that you've generated. As we can see how the mind-body system responds so beautifully to that love. There's nothing really that stands in the way of its expression, except when we think that its expression is based on some condition. It is not. This love is here no matter what. No matter what. And I can go back to our day and think, I love this, I don't love that. I love that person, I don't love that other person. But none of that is really true. We are love. And wherever we go, that love is there. We may have preferences, we may have boundaries, whatever we need to get by in the world in our day, but none of that changes the love that we are. And we take this experience of that love into our day, into our week. We tap into it every day to remind ourselves that it's there unconditionally. We are our own walking Valentine. If you're able to meditate longer, I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in this love that you are, that you've tapped into so beautifully. And with every breath that you can remember, Feel that love and just let it be all around you, because it is. And it's even stronger with our awareness of it. Have a wonderful Valentine's week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.